warm welcome to Parliament This Week, your weekly roundup of all important developments in Parliament. I'm Kriti Mishra and now let's begin the show. First, let's talk about PM's video conference with the floor leaders. Prime Minister Narendra Modi interacted with floor leaders of political parties in Parliament via video conference. Prime Minister said that the entire world is currently facing the grave challenge of COVID-19, adding that present situation is an epoch-changing event in mankind's history, and we must evolve to counter its impact. He praised the efforts of state governments working together with the centre in this fight against the pandemic. He noted that the country has witnessed constructive and also positive politics through the coming together of all sections of polity to present a united front in this battle. He also praised the sense of belonging, discipline, dedication and commitment with which each and every citizen of India is contributing in this endeavour, be it in following social distancing, the Janata curfew or the lockdown. Prime Minister underlined the impact of the emerging situation as witnessed in the resource constraints. Yet, India has been among the few nations to control the pace of spread of the virus, at least till now. He also warned that the situation keeps changing continuously and one needs to maintain vigil at all times. Prime Minister underlined that the situation in the country is akin to a social emergency. The country has been forced to take tough decisions and must continue to remain vigilant. He said that several state governments, district administrations and experts have asked for extension of the phase of lockdown. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also noted that in these changing circumstances, the country should simultaneously try to bring about a change in its working culture and also working style. He said that the priority of the government is saving each and every life. He added that the country is facing serious economic challenges as a result of COVID-19. He also said that government is committed to overcoming all these challenges. In this video conference, top officials of the Government of India gave a detailed presentations on the steps being taken to meet the emerging challenges, including status of distribution of benefits under PM Garib Kalyan Yojana. The leaders of the political parties thanked Prime Minister for the meeting, appreciated the timely measures taken by him and said that the entire country is standing united behind him during the crisis. They talked about boosting the health and morale of the healthcare workers, smaller states and UTs, and tackling the challenges of hunger and malnutrition. They also spoke about economic and other policy measures to boost the country's capability in this battle against the pandemic. Suggestions were also given by the leaders of the political parties on extending the lockdown on a phased exit after lockdown ends. Prime Minister thanked the leaders for their constructive suggestions and also feedback. He added that their commitment to assist the government in this battle reaffirms the democratic foundations of the country and the spirit of cooperative federalism. Moving on, let's talk about some important decisions. In the wake of financial crisis stemming from the new coronavirus pandemic, the Union Cabinet cleared an ordinance to cut salaries of all ministers and members of Parliament for a year. Chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the Cabinet decided to amend the Salary, Allowances and Pension of Members of Parliament Act through an ordinance to cut salaries of all ministers, members of Parliament by 30%. All MPs, including Prime Minister and Council of Ministers, would take the salary cut for this financial year, which is 2020 and 2021. President, Vice President, governors have also conveyed that they will take a salary cut of 30% for a year. Listen in to Union Minister Prakash Javadekar.
30% तनख्वाह एक साल भर के लिए कम होगा। सभी सांसद 30% का एक तरह से कट ले रहे हैं, लेकिन वो कानून में करना पड़ता है, तो कानून ऑर्डिनेंस के रूप में आज निर्णय हुआ और संसद का सत्र जब होगा तब कानून आएगा, लेकिन इसकी अमल तुरंत शुरू होगा क्योंकि ऑर्डिनेंस आया है। तो राष्ट्रपति जी के सिग्नेचर के बाद वो आएगा। तो सभी एमपीज, ऑल एमपीज और प्रधानमंत्री, स्वयं प्रधानमंत्री, मंत्रिमंडल के सारे मंत्री और सभी सांसद, इन सब ने अपने वेतन का ही 30% एक साल न लेने का फैसला, एक सामाजिक उत्तरदायित्व जो है, देश के प्रति हमारा जो कर्तव्य है, उसकी भावना को बल देते हुए उसके लिए ये निर्णय आज किया। सर्वसम्मति से बहुत अच्छी चर्चा हुई और उसमें सबने बहुत अच्छी तरह से भावनाएं प्रकट की। इसके साथ साथ मुझे खुशी है कि देश के राष्ट्रपति, उपराष्ट्रपति, सभी अनेक राज्यों के राज्यपाल और इन सब ने भी स्वेच्छा से अपने तनख्वाह में 30% कटौती करने का लिए पत्र दिए हैं। तो प्रधानमंत्री, मंत्री, सांसद भी एक साल के लिए 30% वेतन कम लेंगे। वैसे ही राष्ट्रपति, उपराष्ट्रपति और राज्यपाल, ये सभी भी 30% स्वेच्छा से, वहाँ कानून का मुद्दा नहीं है क्योंकि उनके सैलरीज के आने अलग अलग कानून है, उसको ऑर्डिनेंस करना ठीक नहीं होता, तो इसलिए उनकी ही स्वेच्छा से, उनके रिक्वेस्ट पर ये किया जा रहा है। मुझे लगता है लोकतंत्र में लोक प्रतिनिधि का उत्तरदायित्व ये बहुत महत्वपूर्ण होता है और उस उत्तरदायित्व की भावना को बहुत अच्छा बल देने वाला ये निर्णय है।
Moving on, Union Cabinet also gave its nod to the temporary suspension of MP-led funds during 2020-21 and 21-22 in the view of the adverse impact of the outbreak of COVID-19 in India. The consolidated amount of MP-led funds for 2 years, that is 7,900 crore rupees, will go to Consolidated Fund of India. The Members of Parliament Local Area Development Division is entrusted with the responsibility of implementation of Members of Parliament Local Area Development Scheme. Under this scheme, each MP has a choice to suggest to the District Collector for works to the tune of 5 crore rupees per annum to be taken up in his or her constituency. The Rajya Sabha Members of Parliament can recommend works in one or more districts in the state from where he or she has been elected. The nominated members of Lok Sabha and also of Rajya Sabha may select any one or more districts from any one state in the country for implementation of their choice of work under the scheme. Listen in to Union Minister Prakash Javadekar.
MP लैड को अब 2 साल के लिए स्थगित किया जाएगा, यानी 2021 और 21-22, और हर सांसद के जो 2 वर्ष के सांसद निधि है वो 10-10 करोड़ रुपए वो भी देश के कंसोलिडेटेड फंड में जमा होंगे। मुझे लगता है ये दोनों पहल बहुत अहम है, क्योंकि इस पहल का मतलब होता है कि खुद से शुरुआत करो और खुद से शुरुआत करने के बाद जो सांसद निधि का भी एक सरकार जिस तरह से लगी है, पूरी केंद्र सरकार और राज्य सरकारें, ये सभी को सरकार के जो सारे प्रयास चल रहे हैं कोविड को हराने के, उसके लिए निश्चित रूप से ये दोनों निर्णय एक दिशा देने वाले और महत्वपूर्ण साबित होंगे।
Moving on, the Joint Committee of Parliament, which looks into salaries and allowances, has recommended a 30% cut in constituency allowance and office allowance. Rajya Sabha Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu and also Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla have accepted the recommendations of Joint Committee. Members of Parliament will now forfeit 27,000 rupees per month from their constituency allowance and also office allowance as well. The committee has decided to deduct 21,000 rupees out of each member's constituency allowance and 6,000 rupees from the office allowance. These deductions will be applicable from April 1st along with other salary deductions. Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi tweeted in support of the decision, and I quote, "I welcome Gazette notification issued from LS and RS Secretariats regarding 30% reduction in constituency allowance and stationery allowance for MPs and 30% reduction in constituency allowance for ministers. Initiative is a good beginning for augmenting resources for fighting COVID-19." And moving on, Rajya Sabha Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu has said that government will ensure smooth functioning of supply chains and adequate relief and support for the vulnerable sections. He said that concern about the health of the people shall take precedence over stabilization of economy. In his assessment of the completion of 2 weeks of lockdown and the way forward, Chairman Naidu said the next week will be absolutely critical for deciding the exit from the present nationwide restrictions. He said the data regarding the extent and rate of spread of virus infection will have a bearing on the exit strategy. Referring to the consultations between the Prime Minister and Chief Ministers on the exit strategy, Chairman Naidu urged the people to abide by the decisions and cooperate with the same spirit that has so far been demonstrated, even if hardship were to continue even after the lockdown period is over. Recalling the overwhelming response of the people to the various appeals of the Prime Minister, Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu said that it is an indication of the virtue of spirituality that forms the core of Indian ethos. He said people of the country have demonstrated this core value in abundance. Vice President Chairman Naidu also urged the global community to draw right lessons from the present crisis by addressing the inadequacies. Well, that's all I had for you in this edition of Parliament This Week. Thanks for watching and stay tuned to Rajya Sabha Television.